这个比较快的。
那屏为啥还不开？
哎，就是。赶紧按开。
啊，别动。应该上去了，应该是上去了。上班。
山谷、幽林、高山，深海之地能出好茶。福鼎老白茶已有1000年历史，选用1级授酶，味厚爽，香鲜醇，茶汤温润，滤去浮躁。让更好的福鼎白茶走向世界。菌菇，营养之王，占绝成7珍菌汤包，选用优质菌种，精心培育，汤浓味美，纯质香，带给您无限的美食享受。占绝成本草银耳。野生的菌种所驯化，机制选用12种以上的严选中药材，采用高山无污染矿泉水培育，几十年匠心坚守，本草银耳终于绽放开来。健康来自自然，每一颗沙棘汁都像是在拥抱着大自然。令人感到无处不在的生命，占绝成沙棘汁为您呈现纯天然健康之选。
占绝成知识产权已在香港联合国际知识产权交易中心挂牌上市，敬请扫码开户咨询。在 JCK 占绝成的8角笼中，充满挑战与机遇。每一位参赛者都是自己命运的主宰。JCK 绝城之夜第90期，来自5湖4海的勇士共同踏上通往荣耀的道路。头条主赛，藏族骑士Qiulun对阵蒙古国选手Vgantumur Bayanduuren。首先，4人新锐赛选手王嘉庆、邹金良、麦麦提他是阿帕、韩金良将拉开今晚比赛的序幕。这是一场关于勇气与力量的角逐。JCK 绝城之夜第90期，勇士已经就绪，一场激烈碰撞即将上演。
Fight fans, welcome to Shanxi, China for JCK Fight Night N90. We're back at the JCK International Fight Center. Qiulun battles combat sambo world champion Mongolia's Bayanduuren in tonight's main event.
The Mongolian grappling expert Bayanduuren. He faces the Tibetan Knight Qiulun.
A look now at the matchups graphic for tonight's headliner. Qiulun, no doubt, wants to avoid the world-class grappling of Bayanduuren, rely on his distance control, and attack the right knee. As we know, Bayanduuren suffered a horrific injury in his last match over a year ago, refusing to tap and allowing his opponent to tear his knee to shreds.
That's right, Vaughn, but grappling is grappling, and MMA is MMA, and Qiulun is a sneaky fighter with some slick boxing, and on the ground, he can hold his own.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Vaughn Anderson.
And I'm Woody Potgieter.
Woody, tell the fans what else we have to look forward to tonight.
Well, we have a potential war between the young guns, Yixie Emu and Yihe Age. We also have a one-night four-man tournament in the featherweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Here is your host, Yang Guang.
Thanks Vaughn, thanks Woody。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，大家晚上好，欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是您的老朋友杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络竞技有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际竞技技术合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前呢 ，JCK 战绝城知识产权也在香港国际联合知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的是 JCK 绝城之夜 N90的比赛交锋。同样，那么今天晚上的比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。最后呢，还要特别感谢12道、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及飞德士对今天晚上比赛的亲情赞助。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛银量级的交锋，藏族骑士Qiulun大战来自于蒙古国的悍将Vgantumur Bayanduuren。那么原定于今天晚上的联合主赛吉姆沙对阵马叶的比赛，由于马叶赛前称重超重被取消比赛资格。那么正赛方面，银量级的交锋，格斗黑卡伊西俄木对阵伊之力伊火阿各；羽量级刘永强对阵烽火连城谢阿三；银量级方面，妖星香光伟对阵哈萨克小鹰努尔杰克提铁流伍别列根。那么复赛方面，除量级的交锋，伊尔波勒塔加利克对阵来自于蒙古国的巴特尔。那么同时呢，今天晚上还会有羽量级的4人新锐赛带给屏幕前的各位。A 组王家庆对阵邹金良 ，B 组麦麦提卡日阿帕尔大战韩金良。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位，持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛必是世界综合格斗的新浪潮。再次非常荣幸能与现场以及屏幕前的诸位共同见证和引领这股新的浪潮。接下来我们舒开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。JCK 战绝城比赛规则及打分逻辑。JCK 战绝城常规比赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟。JCK 战绝城4人赛，初赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击半放开。决赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 绝城之夜，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛，每场比赛5回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。普通比赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛，将由3位判分裁判员进行打分， JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛将由5位裁判员进行打分，肘击禁止使用由天12点至地6点，由前向后的拉肘攻击，半放开不允许击打头部。JCK 战绝城打分逻辑 ，MMA 比赛的打分逻辑是以结果为导向，采用减分制原则，每回合获胜方得10分，对方得9分或更少。打分权重，以选手的技术表现作为评估标准，有效打击、有效缠斗、积极的进攻和局面的控制，重击的权重优于摔跤和控制。
Here we go. Now it's time for the first bout of the evening. Opening round A of our one-night four-man featherweight tournament. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Jiaocheng, hailing from Shanxi in the province of Liaoning in the northeast corner of China. This will be Jiaocheng's third fight this year. He fought twice on different dates in June, officially 1 and 3 with his lone official win coming by rear naked choke in the first round. That was in his last fight 1.5 months ago. His 2 official losses also coming by submission. In all 3 of his official fights, Zhou has seen less than a combined 15 minutes of action in MMA. A big shot tonight, working towards winning the tournament and a JCK contract.
Vaughn, I'm always excited to see these young guns. We know so little about them. Some of them have had fights. Some of them are making their MMA debuts here in this four-man tournament tonight. Also remember, folks, you've got to win to get through. However, you don't want to take any damage. Getting injured in the first fight could spell disaster going into the final.
Jiaocheng enters the cage here for our first bout of the evening.
And his opponent making his way out right now, the young fighter Wang Jiaocheng, who's making his debut here in JCK officially. He's 0-2, training out of Black Tiger, one of the strongest teams here in China. I could only find 3 official fights, 2 were MMA, and he also had a pro boxing fight where he finished his opponent. We know very little about this young man. So it's a real Pandora's box and what he's going to bring out in the cage tonight. However, we've only seen good things come out of that team. I'm pretty excited about Wang Jiaocheng.
2 Northeasterners square off in this opening round. Wang Jiaocheng, of course, the oldest, not only in this match, but in the entire four-man tournament. All 3 other competitors in this four-man tournament are 22 years of age.
But an interesting about Wang, if you look at the size, he's 180 centimeters tall, that's pretty tall for a featherweight. But look at how athletic his build is. These are some big featherweights. We normally don't see these rookie tournaments for the guys to be that big for the division. Very impressed at the professionalism of how they can make weight.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we see Zhou will enjoy the reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级4人新锐赛首轮 A 组的比赛争夺。南方选手身高180公分，臂展185厘米，体重66.10公斤，年龄22岁，来自于功胜格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩6战4胜2负。那么今天晚上杀入 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手Jiaocheng。本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展180厘米，体重65.90公斤，年龄26岁，来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩5战3胜2负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的红光拳手王嘉庆。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Feather。George, tie. You look, fight.
Zhou in the blue corner and Wang in the red.
Both fighters in the orthodox stance. Two big featherweights, wouldn't you say, Woody?
Yes.
Zhou opens up with the first jab. A sloppy shot there from Wang.
Goes for a big low kick. Oh, doubles up on the jab. Wang has his hands pretty low. How long before he shoots again?
I'd like to see Wang set up not only those kicks, but the takedown attempts as well. There's a nice low jab to high cross, then a hook as well from Wang.
Both these guys are dropping their hands a little bit, not respecting the size of these gloves. But Zhou is a very experienced striker, you can see.
Wang landing that low kick.
Zhou putting on the pressure.
Remember, fans watching at home,
nice one,
these
too.
one-night tournaments are 3-minute rounds.
Feels like Wang wants to set up, take down again. Zhou very comfortable using his long reach with that left jab of his.
Low kick from Wang, finding the mark. There's another one.
Feels like Zhou. Oh, huge! Huge one.
Zhou swarming in. Wang is rocked. He's looking for the clinch. He's got it. What Zhou needs to do now is shook him off, create some distance, and finish the job. Wang able to get the body lock takedown. This is a bad spot for Zhou. We don't know how rocked Wang is, though. Is he going to be able to hit accurately? Zhou back to his feet now, still trapped in that body lock against the cage wall. Wang must have had time to recover.
Yeah, he looks to be very technical here, making smart decisions, and definitely the best option for him after he got rocked and dropped to get the fight that close distance, not allowing your opponent to have the space to finish you. We did see Wang earlier look for the takedowns. Maybe he's confident in his jiu-jitsu. We know their team has a good jiu-jitsu program there at Black Tiger. Especially the controlled ground and pound that a lot of their fighters have brought to the JCK cage. If we talk about the former champion.
Final 15 seconds now of this opening round. There's a low blow. Zhou has up to 5 minutes injury time to recover from this attack, illegal attack, unintentional and no doubt.
Looks like he should be fine. Only 10 seconds left.
The action resumes. Both fighters swapping straight bombs here, trying to score as much as they can before the clock runs down. Well, Woody, would you agree that round goes to Lvliang?
Yeah, it was a competitive round, but I do think that 1-2 that led.
计划好了，别这样啊！太紧张了。计划好了，再放打一打，跟他换拳的时候摔。
What did Wang do to counter that? You know, he tagged him with a few punches and some low kicks, but nothing like what Zhou did with that cross. Wham! There it is.
Well, he was off balance there. You can't actually look, having a closer look at it. It does look like he was just off balance. Didn't seem to go out. But yeah, he definitely... And Zhou has been very good with a 1-2. You know, utilizing his reach advantage very well. Very accurate with that 1-2 combination. Zhou in the blue corner. What do you do if you're Wang?
Second round of action begins. Wang looking for the body lock again. Smart move in my opinion. Looking for that trip and he gets it.
That was very easily done by Wang. Now he's on top. Heavy base, trying to pull the arm out underneath from Zhou, not allow him to post too much. He's going to move to the hips if he's...
Zhou able to get back to his feet. But he's not out of danger yet. Look at Wang again, going for that outside trip, and he gets another one.
If he can do this the whole round, he's going to tax the fitness of Zhou. And he will also score on the judges' card. Very smart of him to take this fight into a much closer grappling exchange, resting on the cage wall.
Zhou struggling to get back to his feet this time.
There he almost gets up. Wang putting a lot of pressure on him.
Back to his feet, but still trapped against the cage wall. There's another knee from Wang, this time higher above the belt.
Oh, beautiful timed entry there. Runs him across the ring.
Wang making it difficult with good hip control.
He wants
Zhou unable to get back to his feet, at least for now.
He's locked those hips, Vaughn. Very difficult to get out. He just drags those hips back.
This is a good spot for Wang. He could score here with some ground and pound, and he's doing it.
Yeah, he landed some nice clean shots there. Is Zhou going to make the mistake and give his back? Zhou was using his heel there on the calf of Wang. Holding on tight.
Fantastic work from Wang in this second round. Good struggle from Zhou, though, not making it, not absorbing a lot of damage here, but still the ground control will cost him this round if he doesn't do something dramatic in the last 20 seconds.
We see here Wang threatening with that guillotine, but picks up the leg and just tries to dump him to the side. Goes for that guillotine. Grip again. Oh, looks like he's moving towards the back. Only 10 seconds left.
The clock runs down. Fantastic round for Wang Jiaocheng.
Well, I have it one in the bank for each fighter. What do you say?
I'm with you, Woody. It all comes down to this third and final round. 3 minutes of action left. Who can do the most? Who can advance to the finals later on tonight? Let's see some of the action from that second round. Wang immediately closing the distance and getting the body lock. The first outside trip. The second outside trip.
Exactly the same thing, just on the other side. And look at the beautiful takedown, Vaughn. The timing on that. He runs him across the cage and dumps him right in the corner.
Final round has begun. A touch of gloves. On the feet, I give the advantage to Zhou.
Huge jumping in the end, then ends with that combination with a nice 1-2. Zhou is on fire. Wang ate that right to the chin. Another 1-2.
Beautiful follow-up from Wong, tagging Zhou in the end with a short punch.
Wong himself showing his durability. Looking for the finish himself with that huge right cross left hook combination.
Ooh. Beautiful calf kick from Wong.
We hear the corner of Wong shouting him not to move backwards and keep the pressure on Zhou.
Both fighters swapping blows. Zhou doing what he can to stay a moving target, not making it easy for Wong to get the takedown in this third round.
Goes for the body, blocked by Zhou.
Final 90 seconds of this fight. I gotta say, Wong looks a little bit tired.
Yes. Actually, both of these fighters look slightly fatigued.
Beautiful stiff jab from Zhou. Another one. Wong catches him with a counter overhand.
It feels like Wong is throwing very powerful strikes, a little bit slower. Oh, big 1-2. And a stiff jab.
There's the takedown attempt from Wong, and he gets it again.
If Wong can keep the position and just inflict a little bit of damage, it could be enough to get the scorecard win. Oh, Zhou's getting up. Oh, big 1-2. These guys are throwing down.
It just seems right now a battle of who wants it more, and Wong is coming back. Some blood, it seems, under the nose of Wong.
Goes for the body. Could be one of the best weapons to utilize, the body shot into an exhausted body. High pace and 3 seconds left.
Both fighters swapping blows until the bell goes.
Exciting fight here to open things up at JCK Fight Night N90.
A hard fight to score, but I think the judges might give this one to Wong Jiaocheng. Woody?
I don't know. This one, I don't know. I think it's close enough where both guys could be happy with the victory.
Here's a look at the highlights from the fight. Some good action, back and forth, hard punches from both fighters. This was in the first round. On the ground, Wong had the advantage. Zhou did well most of the fight on the feet, but in the third round, it was really back and forth.
Yeah, I would say round 1 and 2 pretty clear. Round 3 is up in the air. That swing round. Hey, very possible we might get a split decision.
「接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 1 29-28。2号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 2 29-28。3号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 3 29-28。本场比赛3位裁判一致判定红方胜。The winner, by unanimous decisions, win by point, presenting China. The right corner, Wang Jiaocheng. 接下来马上开始我们今天晚上4人新锐赛首轮 B 组的比赛交锋。
Now it's time for the second bout of the evening. Opening round B of our one-night, four-man featherweight tournament. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Han Jingliang, hailing from Sichuan. He now lives and trains with Bantamweight champion Du Lile and all the other killers over in Chengdu at JCK Fight Club. Han has KO wins in combat sports starting from 2020 when he was just 18 years old. Starting combat sports with wrestling, a great base to have, as we know. Wrestlers with great punches are some of the sport's most successful athletes. Let's see what Han Jingliang brings to his JCK debut.
Yeah, we were talking about the size of the opening round of this featherweight, but here's another tall, strong, athletic fighter. 184 centimeters tall with 184 centimeters reach. Another big boy in the featherweight division.
Han Jingliang has entered the cage looking confident ahead of his JCK debut.
And there is his opponent, Mai Tikari Apa'er. This Xinjiang Naked is an ethnic minority from the Kyrgyz group, and we don't know too much about him. What we do know is he trains and lives in Dongguan City. It's in Guangdong Province. Not many fighters from that city. It's actually a city known for business, an economic hotspot, and we'll be very happy if he can have some success here at JCK and build a community there in Dongguan. The next thing, we also have another Kyrgyz fighter, Seymuka, and I'm telling you, if this kid fights anything like Seymuka, then we're in for an entertaining fight, Vaughn.
Volcano Fight Club is run by some of Sichuan Abazhou fighters, former Umbo alumni, so you can expect that style of fighting from Apa'er tonight. The winner, of course, advancing to fight Wong in the finals later tonight.
And this is his official debut in MMA, so we really don't know what to expect from him. Will he come out and grapple? Will he come out and strike? It's all up in the air.
We can see, though, entering this match, he is a well-decorated kickboxer. So should we expect him to keep it on the feet in this one? We'll find out soon enough. Looking now at the tail of the tape, both warriors are just 22 years of age.
JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级私人新锐赛首轮 B 组的比赛争夺，南方选手身高184公分，臂展184厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄22岁，来自于成杰格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜。那么今天晚上他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国南方选手韩Jingliang。本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展180厘米，体重65.90公斤，年龄22岁，来自于东莞火山格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战1胜1负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是火山超人Mai Tikari。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Shot, time, ready, fight!
Han Jingliang in the blue and Apa'er in the red. Look at Han Jingliang, drops his hands
Power in the southpaw stance. You know I'm always gunning for the southpaw. Goes high with the left kick, misses the target.
Han very, very calm.
Han 4 centimeters taller with a 4 centimeter reach advantage. Power working the lead leg.
Han putting on the pressure. Hasn't thrown much though. It's Power who's throwing the strikes.
Ooh, hard low kick from Han.
It feels like we're watching two snake handlers. Very tentative, very careful, at the same time looking very dangerous. Look at Han. A little bit of showboating there. Oh, nice body kick. So fast with those round kick is Han.
Beautiful, going to the midsection, then quickly going to the inside low kick. A looping overhand left, misses by a mile.
Oh, nice body kick, sneaks in there from upper air. Another one.
Both fighters swapping kicks and punches. The focus on the face of Han Jingliang.
Upper isn't backing off of these exchanges. Smiles at his opponent. But it's Han Jingliang putting on the pressure. Feels like he's looking for that knockout. Look at that focus in the eyes of Han. Another nice body kick. And it's not as if Upper isn't throwing back. Every time Han tags him with something, Upper immediately shoots back with an attack of his own.
Again, Power working that lead leg. Both fighters swapping kicks. Han pushing the pace. Power looking for the counter.
Han's right kick is so fast, but look at his midsection. Look how red it is, right around that liver area on the right side of Han's body.
Beautiful combination from Han.
These guys are not backing off from each other in the exchanges.
The first round has concluded. Not even an attempt to take this fight to the ground.
Looks like we might have a fight that's going to play out on the feet between these two.
Let's look at the highlights from that opening round. Beautiful. Side kick to the front leg, working the inside leg again. There's a spin kick that found the ribs of Han.
A lot of body kicks by both these fighters. Found the mark.
Ready, fight!
Round two. Han in the blue and Upper in the red.
Woody, who did you give the first round to?
So close. I think the ring control and pressure from Han looked great, but it could be that Upper actually landed more.
I think Power did more. We'll see what the judges say if it goes the distance. Aggression is criteria on the judges' scorecard, but it should rate lower than damage.
Han's kicks are lightning fast, but Upper is also so quick to retaliate.
Beautiful combination from Han. Han has the reach advantage, but I see him doing better when he closes the distance. I'd like to see him get dirty, get grindy, and work for body shots and tight hooks. He's been scoring with those.
A little bit of showmanship again from Han Jingliang.
Power with a sloppy shot, stuffed by Han, and now Han's on top.
Looks like he's trying to lock up that arm triangle. This is not good. He shouldn't let it pass. Power needs to be careful. We see him turning to his left. That's right. He should be turning to his left. Try to get that elbow out. Han can also switch and start attacking that left hand if Power doesn't want to give him that arm triangle.
I'd like to see Han maybe consider taking the back when he twists his hips that way. I think that in this position, if it stays this way for the rest of the round, I think Han should win this round. Is Power going to accept this though? Or is he going to do what he can to blast out of this bad position?
He did get half guard. Now we see Han letting his hands go a little bit more.
Beautiful pass, almost completely passed. Power looking for the recovery, but Han does more. He gets past the guard. But what can he do with it now? Just over 20 seconds remaining in this second round. Elbow to the body from Han.
Yeah, Power is staying active here, but it does feel like Han Jingliang has a huge technical skill advantage on the floor. He's been controlling everything since they went to the floor. Surely he must feel confident going into the third and final round.
You got to believe that Power is regretting that takedown attempt, which probably cost him this round.
Ah, 放松，听到没有？我跟你说啊，最后一回合了，是不是？啊，要结束了，是吧？他往你这边绕的时候，你就把这手听。
Here's a look at some of the action from that second round.
Beautiful catch and counter.
A much better round for Han Jingliang. Final round has begun. Power in the red, in the southpaw stance. Winning the first round in my books with dominant striking. Made a mistake in the second round that probably cost him the round on the ground. Will Han Jingliang see where he's dominant on the ground and shoot a takedown of his own? Or will he try to challenge Power at his own game here on the feet? Beautiful cross from Power.
Yeah, the timing on that is so good.
Monster inside low kick.
See, this is where Han Jingliang is so calm. He's kind of blocking, but he's still getting tagged every now and then. And he's allowing Power to crawl away from him and get a lead.
Power hunting the liver there with his left kick. He needs to be careful. That showboating might cost him. Hands throwing bombs.
Huge punches thrown here. Another big inside kick from Power. He's having great success with that. That kick got checked.
Final 90 seconds of this round, of this fight. Beautiful high kick there from Han. Power on the attack. They're engaged in the clinch here. Power again.
He's got to be careful. This looks like this. Now it's upper on top.
Final minute of the fight. Both fighters scramble to their feet.
Upper is just a little more hungry, it feels. And Han Jingliang, as you said, it feels like his showboating might be catching up to him.
Well, whoever wins this, I gotta say, of our four-man tournaments here, and there's been many, we have probably never seen a final where both winners of the opening round have taken so much damage.
Yeah, and also such well-balanced. You know, like it's been so close in both the first round and the second round. It's a real back and forth, and going into the final round, it's up in the air.
Here comes Han trying to finish the job here in the final round. A great back and forth war, but Abhar has done more on my card. Woody, what do you think?
I'm agreeing with you on that. I do think he wanted it more. He did a bit more. He didn't hesitate that much. I think, well, let's see if the judges agree with us, but I think Abhar will meet Wang in the final.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 1 28-29；2号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 2 28-29；3号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 3 28-29。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。The winner. By unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, Han Jingliang. 接下来马上开始的是我今天晚上复赛环节的比赛交锋。
It's time now for the third fight of the evening, a bantamweight clash. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, hailing from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, it's Batar Zorik. This 33-year-old represents Shiran Bili boxing and one-team fighting. Mongolia's Batar Zorik makes his JCK debut tonight, but has fought in China a few times. I met him first after watching him take JCK All-Star Zhou Qiang to a split decision in another promotion about a year ago. I felt that he won that fight. He's got great striking, a great chin, and powerful fast punches. He goes for the KO with every strike. Bantamweight is less versed on the ground, which is where his opponent, Jiaocheng, likely plans to take this fight. So, Bantamweight needs to be ready to sprawl and brawl. Bantamweight trained for this bout in Hohhot, Inner Mongolia, China. Watch for calf kicks and his monster counter overhand right in this fight.
We've only seen good things from the Mongolian delegation. Excited for this. And his opponent tonight is Jiaocheng County. The 24-year-old is also known as the Fighting Grasslands Leopard. Officially, he is 5-8, but we really need to take a dive into some of the fighters that he's lost to. His losses include the current champion, Zheng Boqie, Jahar, a top contender for this year's Million RMB, and Buho Yoga, the former champion. Let's not forget the highlight reel veteran, Highlight Erke. That's a death row of tough guys to fight against. Now we can talk about some of the guys he's beat. One of the biggest names that pops out to me is Li Hongji, a fighter we consider a great prospect. He's well trained at Longyun amongst all the tough fighters that they have there. And they have a lot of guys at his size for him to train. And do we think, and could today be a turning point in his career? And he makes a statement where he says, I want to be one of the higher guys in this division. I want to make a run for the Million RMB. We see in his corner there, the JCK fighter, Kaha, coming out to help him.
I think that on the ground, it's an easy bet that Jiaocheng will be dominant. I know that Bantamweight has not done much grappling training in preparation for this fight. He's got a kickboxing, a taekwondo background. Jiaocheng, of course, knows this. As soon as he gets tagged with one of those monster overhand rights, he's gonna shoot the takedown, if not right away. A look now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the 33-year-old Mongolian has the reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 除量级的复赛争夺，蓝帽选手身高165公分，臂展171厘米，体重61.20公斤，年龄33岁，来自于 Storm Team MMA 综合格斗战绩7战3胜4负。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战绝城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Storm Team, fighting out of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Gets ready for Bantamweight. 与他对阵的红方选手身高167公分，臂展165厘米，体重61.59公斤，年龄24岁，来自于哈尔滨龙源综合格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩7战2胜5负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩4战皆末。他就是来自于中国的红方选手Jiaocheng。本场比赛场上裁判张永新。
Shot, time, ready, fight!
Bantamweight in the blue corner and Jiaocheng in the red.
Ooh, beautiful calf kick. Bantamweight said he was planning that, and just as I thought, Jiaocheng hunts the takedown early. He gets it. This is a bad spot. This is the situation that I'm most worried about. Bantamweight, I believe, can handle his own on the feet, but on the ground, he's going to struggle here.
Look at the calmness of Yerbola. Just holding both those legs, drags him away from the cage wall, and puts his back on the floor.
Let's see if Batarzorig fires up some elbows from this position. So far, he's not taken much damage. And he's back to his feet. Beautiful work from the Mongolian. But he's not out of deep water yet. Look at Yerbola gunning for a takedown still.
Yerbola not letting any space go. Looking for a huge dump. Puts his opponent right in front of his coaches against the cage wall. Might climb the back here. Batarzorig staying very calm.
Batarzorig knows this is Yerbola's plan. He told me earlier that he spied on Yerbola and saw him training wall grappling. So he's expecting this strategy. So far, he's doing okay.
He's got to be careful for the twister here.
Twister is a banned technique in JCK. I'm not sure if Yerbola knows that. Look at him going for the banana split.
Nice hammer fist thrown there by Batarzorig. Even from a bad position, he was the one doing the more damage. But this is the game plan we expected from Yerbola. That heavy wrestling pressure. A lot of his teammates there at Longyun like to wrestle, ragdoll their opponents.
Calls for action from the referee. This is a unique situation under the JCK rules. Wrestlers here do have an advantage, as the referees here at JCK often let this position linger for longer than they would in other promotions. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this first round. Yerbola trying to transition to the mount. Fantastic work from Batarzorig.
Batarzorig has taken very little damage, but he is in the bottom.
Both fighters, in fact, have not absorbed too much punishment. However, Yerbola has dominated in the grappling so far. All it took was that one powerful low kick from Batarzorig early in the round, and Yerbola knew that he wanted none of this striking, dove for the takedown, and since then, this has been what the fight has looked like. Batarzorig gives up his back, flips out of this. Now he's struggling to get back to his feet. He's not out of hot water yet.
Got to be careful for the armbar here. Look at the power of Yerbola. Man, for him to latch on, he basically just had, like, we call it a safety belt grip. And his
Beautiful
whole
work.
body, nice.
The Taekwondo medalist has popped out from the bad situation. Now he's on top. Let's see what he does here. Just under a minute left in this first round. Yerbola is a bully when he's on the ground, but only in the top position. He has not traditionally done well off his back in the MMA cage.
Heavy hips here. Batarzorig looking for some big punches. Works the body. Quick jab.
Another hard low kick to the calf region from Batarzorig.
Those calf kicks, he's landed two, but oh, there's a third. He kicks like a truck.
Beautiful counter overhand right. A nice left hook from Batarzorig. Trying to get back points he's lost earlier in the round.
Ends the round very strong, Batarzorig.
I got to give that round to Yerbola. But actually, I'm not sure, you know, trying to read the mind of the JCK judges. Do they give more points for the ground control or the damage? Because you can tell for sure if it was based solely on grappling, Yerbola wins. if it was based solely on striking, without a doubt, Batar Zorig wins. There's some of the highlights. Batar Zorig scoring from the bottom. There's one of his many, well, maybe one of 4, sorry, brutal calf kicks in this round.
Those calf kicks, you know, they're fighting here at Bantamweight, but it sounds like light heavyweight low kicks. Thudding, slapping very, very hard calf kicks. How many of those before Yerbola loses some mobility in his left leg?
Yerbola charging out quickly.
Ooh, big overhand there.
What Batar Zorig needs to do is find the balance between staying on his feet and unloading with his hands.
So heavy.
Too easy for Yerbola to grab that double leg. The Mongolian is trying to sprawl. He's trying to scramble out of this. He recovers full guard, but that's still a bad spot. He's still got to find his way back to his feet if he's hoping to win this second round.
Yeah, it almost feels like fighting this team, the worst place you could be is in the close guard. You don't want them in your guard. Almost easier to risk letting them pass and then just scrambling out and standing up and risk having your back taken, because they really can hang out here for 5 minutes very easily.
Batar Zorig reaching deep for the leg, maybe possibly considering a submission of his own.
Short little punches here by both these fighters. Yerbola non-stop walking forward. You see how he keeps his hip glued to the hips of Batar Zorig. A lot of pressure, not giving him space to push out and pop up. Now he goes, steps over, leaving that foot on the instep. He wants to fully pass his guard.
Yerbola is considering that far side arm triangle. Let's see if he goes for it. Batar Zorig trying to wrap up a Kimura. Not easy from this position. Looking for a sweep. Yerbola stuffs it, stays on top inside the half guard.
Short little punches.
Halfway through this second round. Beautiful work from Yerbola, climbing up the back. Does he have it? Looks good. Good control from Yerbola. Is he going to be able to finish here?
He has both hooks in. This isn't good for Batar.
Still over 2 minutes remaining in this round as Yerbola hunts for that rear naked choke.
Trying to put some pressure on that body lock. Try to hurt the foot of Yerbola. 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
Yerbola looking to crank the jaw. He doesn't have his forearm under the throat, but he was just looking to pressure against the jaw. Sometimes you can get the tap that way too. Body lock triangle for Yerbola, looks tight. Batar Zorig in a terrible situation here.
He can try to roll to the other side and put more pressure on that lock and try to make Yerbola switch the body lock to the other side. That's one of the basic defenses. There he goes. Now we'll see if he steps over. He can actually hurt the ankle and try to put some pressure on the ankle of Yerbola. He's already got the foot in the right place. He can put his right foot over the left foot of Yerbola and then push his hips up. But there, Yerbola takes him to the other side again. This is right from Batar. He's holding the attacking hand. Now he's trying to face him. Almost faces. He can keep pulling him. He might be able to, but Yerbola reaching that far side underhook, not allowing Batar to face him, following him. So much control here by Yerbola. But again, not much damage done.
I think the referees will give this round to Yerbola. So it's either one apiece or 2 rounds for Yerbola.
Probably 2 rounds for Yerbola, in my opinion, because he did have a lot of long time controlling in that first round. If I was in the Mongolian corner, I'd say, look, you got to knock this guy out. This fight.
Let's look at some of the highlights from this second round. Beautiful opening there for Batar Zorig, but once this takedown was complete, it was all Yerbola. Final round has begun. A desperate Batar Zorig opens up with another calf kick.
How long before Yerbola shoots for the takedown? Another calf kick again.
Both fighters swapping kicks and punches.
Big overhand.
There's the shot. I'm a little concerned about the defense of Batar Zorig. He's wrapping up the Kimura. Is he going to be able to finish it? Yerbola lands the takedown, transitions to the back. This is a bad spot for Batar Zorig.
This is right in the corner of Yerbola. You need to try and break that body lock. This is bad. He can't let that hand go in that deep. He's got to hold the bottom hand. Be careful.
Batar Zorig might be in trouble here.
Very good there to defend. He held on to the second hand, not allowing Yerbola to cinch up and finish that rear naked choke.
Beautiful work from Batar Zorig. He pops out. He's out of danger. He needs to back off and keep this fight standing. What is he doing? Transitioning to this sort of cage wall mount here.
Yeah, the Dagestan mount. He just need to wrap his legs underneath the knees of Yerbola and sit down.
He's got 3 minutes to knock Yerbola out. Otherwise, I believe the decision will go to Yerbola.
Now it's him wrestling. The wrestler putting his legs out. I don't think he should stay here. Shouldn't allow him.
Expect the takedown from Yerbola immediately. Yerbola looks a little bit winded. He spent a lot of energy in this fight.
Batar Zorig can try to set up the knee, throw a big punch, induce his opponent to shoot, and then try for that right knee.
Yerbola backing away, waiting for his perfect moment to close the distance and shoot for the legs. Final 2 minutes of this fight. Nice punch there from Yerbola.
This is what Yerbola should do. He should mix it up a little bit more. Make Batar have to think about other things, not just the takedown. The moment There it is. Throws that punch, gets the reaction he wants. His hands are clasped behind the bump of Zurich, and a big dump again.
Just over 90 seconds remaining in this fight. Batar Zurich in the position he's felt weakest in this entire match. Batar Zurich putting some effort into getting back to his feet. Yerbolo looking to transition, great hip control, making it difficult for the Mongolian athlete to get an advantageous position.
Yeah, and he moves to the back so well. He's so good at catching the back. Batar Zurich looks a little bit demotivated on how to fight this wrestling heavy opponent. Get that underhook, Batar, but it is Yerbolo doing another big dump.
Final 20 seconds of the fight. It will take a miracle now for Batar Zurich to win.
Lots of punches here from his own close guard.
We'll go to the judges' decision and see if they agree with us. Has Yerbolo done enough to win the decision? A look now at the highlights from this fight.
And how many of these dumps do we see in this fight? When we had quite a few. Picks up his opponent and dumps him right in front of his own coaches.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 1 32-27； 2号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 2 32-27； 3号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致判定红方胜。The winner by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China. The red corner, 叶尔波洛。接下来，让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，山西医科大学教师、医学博士童玲女士，有请。有请颁奖嘉宾同红蓝双方选手共同合影留念。好，感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手出色的发挥，谢谢。接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。
The main card is set to kick off now. More exciting matches still to come. Unfortunately, the one-man, four-man tournament final has been canceled.
Jiaocheng has some monstrous power in that right hand. As we saw in his fight against MJ Abrilio, Jiaocheng is very active from the top position, mauling his down opponents. He loves to push the pace and always threatens with takedowns.
Qiulun's slick striking seen here may prove a challenge for Jiaocheng tonight. On the ground, Qiulun is tough too. Will he be able to pick Jiaocheng apart from a distance and stuff those relentless takedown attempts? We'll find out soon enough.
The Mongolian Bayanduuren is making his JCK debut. He's a scary character. Watch out for his dangerous finishing abilities. This tough fighter is very durable and hard to submit.
Qiulun would be smart to rely on his beautiful timing and accuracy in this fight. A clinch could spell disaster facing the submission threat. Bayanduuren resets. Qiulun has a big fight ahead of him in tonight's main event.
Well, that more plus. We're going to start the action very soon, Vaughn. I'm excited for this. Let's get back to Yang Guang.
南方选手努尔杰克提铁流五别列根，来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部，技术核心为摔跤。他对手向光伟来自于南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部，战力水准出色。3，敢打敢拼，两位勇猛敢冲的年轻锋锐即将展开较量。
我是努尔杰克提，来自新疆伊犁。我从上几场比赛中吸取了经验。 这一次，我一定要拿到一场漂亮的胜利。
姚鑫向光伟，
对手就会摔，打他，我只要做好我的防摔就没问题。
这一场比赛，我做了很足的准备，也弥补了自己的缺点。
我没有什么压力。 我的压力就是我的动力。
单拳打倒，单拳打倒，连续，再次后手，连续的后手，连续的袭击。
我现在非常渴望胜利，我希望他好好做防摔吧。
这个真的是冲出了半个笼子！哇，这提的大力抱摔，看哦，第二落点摔空拿到，直接上了很多。这个现在裸脚已经是拿到了，这个扣是拿到的。 断头，直接断头，这个断头非常的紧了，这个是非常紧了，吊腿推翻断头。
姚鑫向光伟第二回合33秒使用下位断头，降服获胜。
To this match against a tough challenge, JCK needs to come up with something special tonight. I feel his best chance of winning here is to get this fight to the ground. This is where he has had the most success in his career. He's got a hell of a chin. So despite facing the intimidating hands of Shang Guangwei tonight, JCK, I believe, should survive the initial onslaught and be able to close the distance. What he's able to do from there, I can't be sure. Let's see what this Yanhu Fight Club representative brings to the JCK cage tonight.
And we just saw his teammate get the win. Well, not technically teammate, but they trained together. You know, we got Kaha right there in the corner. He was in the corner of Yerboli. They've tasted victory tonight. Can that corner get another win?
Yanhu has some of the best wrestlers in the entire country, a very wrestling heavy team. although it is based right here in North China, most of the fighters, probably all of them, are from the Xinjiang region in the far northwest, and all of them have a wrestling base.
Yeah, what's also nice to see is we saw Yerboli, he's actually from Longyuan Club, but because these guys, they really come together and they help each other out every time that one of their hometown boys get in a fight, they step up and help to corner them and prep them to get them the win.
Some acrobatics from JCK as he enters the cage for this, our first fight on the main card.
And there we see his opponent, Xiang Guangwei, the Comet, coming out of a young team producing tons of talent. Kunli Junlong Fight Club. Xiang Guangwei has the makings of a future champion. Only 21 years old and officially 3-2. All his pro fights have been here at JCK. His striking is very crisp and powerful. We have also seen some amazing takedown defense from their whole team. Can he keep the fight standing, or will he surprise us and start shooting takedowns himself like he did in his last fight? In his last fight, in the second round, the third round, he surprised not only his opponent, but everybody who couldn't imagine that he's going to take down the wrestler and then put him up against the cage wall with some hard ground and pound. Very exciting to fight this, to watch this kid fight. He mixes up incredibly well.
I'm a huge fan of Xiang Guangwei, always smiling, loves to brawl, such an exciting style, and at such a young age, he's just 21 years of age.
Yeah, we've had other guys that are 21 that have had more fights, but he's just mature in his fighting style. He's very, very mature in how he fights and what he does in what time. Folks, this could be one of the most exciting fights on tonight's card.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see Xiang Guangwei enjoys the reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银量级的比赛争夺，栏目选手身高160公分，臂展163厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄25岁，来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩19战11胜8负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩3战皆没。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手哈萨克小鹰努尔杰克提。本场比赛，红方选手身高168公分，臂展170厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄21岁，来自云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩8战5胜3负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩5战3胜2负，他就是Jiaocheng County。那么今天晚上比赛非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家乔博老师和侯宇老师，他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的冯 Anderson、Woody Pottinger 进行现场呈现。Welcome！ 本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
JCK in the blue corner and Xiang Guangwei in the red. Look at that big liver kick.
Xiang Guangwei in the southpaw stance with the hips low, expecting the takedown. Not concerned about the threat from kicks from JCK. On the feet, I give 100% advantage to Xiang Guangwei. Of course, JCK has a puncher's chance, but the striking advantage must go to the Kunli Junlong representative.
Yeah, they're a very active team. They only fight in 2 organizations. Their coach doesn't work with any other show. They have a lot of fighters here at JCK and 1 other organization in China. Nice clean.
JCK does the right thing, closes the distance. What can he do from here, though? Xiang Guangwei breaks free.
Xiang Guangwei really working the body with punches, kicks.
Beautiful work from JCK to off-balance the striker.
Very low stance, as you've already noted, from Xiang Guangwei.
Beautiful
Nice
work
oblique.
from Xiang to work the front leg, mixing it up. Fast calf kick with the lead leg there from JCK. Beautiful cross to the body. Reddens the guts of JCK.
Now we see some showmanship from Xiang Guangwei, shouting, loosening up, trying to get JCK to engage in him. I think he's looking for a nice counter. Oh, big
Beautiful kick there from Xiang. As in my opinion, the longer this fight stays on the feet, the closer JCK is to getting knocked out. He really needs to close the distance. He's not in, it's a very low chance he's going to outstrike Xiang.
Well, he did just throw that big head kick, but it slid past the head of Xiang.
There's always a chance. There's always a chance, but odds are against him. Oh! Xiang drops JCK, swarms now. He's looking perhaps for a guillotine. JCK looking for a takedown. This is something we've noticed before in the 21-year-old Xiang. He's a great fighter, but sometimes you think he would just take the opportunity to finish off a rock fighter with strikes. I think that JCK's had time to recover here, and engaging in a grappling war is not what I think Xiang should be doing. Both fighters get back to their feet now. No doubt JCK has recovered from that blast.
Nice trip, looking for a guillotine.
That's what I like to see Xiang do. Push off and keep the fight standing.
Works for the body again.
Still the first round, lots of action so far.
Stiff little jab. See deep breaths from JCK.
Walloping overhand, miles off the mark.
Oh, goes for a jumping knee.
JCK again with that monster overhand. Hoping it finds the target. He's not looking anywhere near the mark. There's that punch he's been trying to land.
Xiang Guangwei with that jab. Pressuring JCK. Goes for a head kick.
Final 30 seconds of this first round. Oh, beautiful knees there from Xiang. JCK is tough as nails. Looks to take this fight to the ground, but Xiang ends up on top.
They look for a trip takedown there, but Xiang has really good hips and nice balance and ends up on top. Nice work from inside the guard of JCK.
An action-packed first round. Let's look at some of the highlights from that opening round. that hard liver kick from Xiang. There's that overhand from JCK, which he tried to land over and over again in this round.
Lots of body work done by Xiang. That was the left cross that set him down. Let me guess, Vaughn, you have that first round for Xiang Guangwei. I believe that's one of the more obvious rounds we can guess.
Well, I have a bias because I'm such a fan of Xiang Guangwei. JCK is also a great fighter, but Xiang Guangwei is so exciting. I do hope he wins. You know I always cheer for the southpaw too. JCK opening up with a short front kick to the calf.
How long before JCK tries to shoot?
Beautiful question mark kick from Xiang.
JCK keeping that hand up high, not risking anything getting through too easily.
You gotta wonder though. We saw Xiang working for the liver with that left leg. Is he gonna go up high like he did and then the next one go for the liver? Just as I predicted.
Oh, big kick to the middle by JCK. Ooh, big left cross again, countering. Stops JCK in his tracks.
Likely Xiang has taken the lead in the second round as well. Kicks and punches are his bread and butter.
He's fighting a little bit different than he normally does, but I believe it's just hips so low, not allowing JCK to even see the opening for the shot. Lots of fakes.
JCK closing the distance, looking for the takedown. Xiang spins out from against the cage wall. Now he's got JCK pressed against the cage. Firing a knee. I got to say, although
nice knees,
JCK should have the advantage in the grappling and Xiang the advantage on the feet, Xiang's striking advantage seems far superior than JCK's grappling advantage, at least so far in this fight.
Yeah, he's been able to neutralize JCK's wrestling so well. Every time, look at that, how he stops that and then punishes him. And the amount of energy he's going to take out of JCK's fitness and tank is got to add up. And then once he fails the takedowns, he's back taking these kicks and punches to the face. Nice low kick from JCK.
If he's got the stamina to do it, I'd like to see JCK just grind and grind and grind, Shamuhara style, until he gets the takedown. He's just at such a high risk here, playing the stand-up game with Xiang Guangwei.
Yeah, we say game, I bet you he's not feeling it's a game right now. He's feeling the power punches to his face and legs. Those kicks chopping away even to his midsection.
Ooh. Xiang Guangwei going up high, falls short.
A lot of oblique, like step-down kicks from Xiang Guangwei.
Side low kick from Xiang, heard all throughout the studio.
And JCK's double leg is really fast, and he runs across the whole cage, presses Xiang Guangwei up against the back. Look at the defense of Xiang Guangwei though. Even throws a knee in between that. You know, the coach was telling me they got an ex-national team wrestler, freestyle wrestler, to come and join their team, an ex champion, Chinese champion, who's now coaching there full-time, mainly to drill with him. He chose a guy that weighs around 80 kilograms just so that he can get his strikers to have very good takedown defense. And it feels like it's starting to show.
Xiang breaks free of that clinch. Now both. Beautiful switch kick.
How many times has he almost knocked him out? But JCK just has that right hand tucked.
Final seconds of this second round. Another round for Xiang on my scorecard. Woody, what do you got?
Of course, I got Xiang away as well.
喝水，调整，这很好，吸气呼气，吸气呼气，抬头，吸呼10次。
Look at the corners of both these fighters. How tough is JCK?
Oh, he's got a chin like nothing else.
Touch of gloves.
Third and final round. Zhang Guangwei starting as he did in the first round with low hips, expecting the shot.
Looks like he's getting ready for a flying knee.
Backed himself against the cage wall there. He's got to get back to the center of the cage. Great drive to get the underhook there. Pushing against the face, but JCK has Xiang pressed against the cage wall. Is he going to get this takedown? Looks like he will. Beautiful work from Xiang with that elevator sweep, and he's back to his hard kick to the ribs, but nothing seems to hurt JCK.
Huge strikes eaten by JCK, and he just keeps soldiering forward.
JCK with a kick of his own. Xiang tries to catch it. They end up in a clinch. Both fighters disengage. It's back to a striking war. Stiff jab from Xiang. JCK looking for a wild
Feels like JCK is starting to chase the body a little bit more. Working the body with those knees, punches to the body.
Still over 3 minutes remaining in this fight. Monster overhand from JCK.
Works the body with Xiang Guangwei. Deep breaths from Xiang Guangwei now. Feels like he is fatigued. Composed himself a little bit the last minute. Now we see him starting to engage proactively a little bit more. He was a little bit reactive for a while.
JCK on the attack there with a flurry of punches. Again, backing up Xiang.
You know, but those punches for elite level striker like Xiang Guangwei, those big loopy punches, they don't carry too much weight.
The advantage for JCK here in this third round seems to be bigger than in the first and second. Would you agree?
I think he's winning this round so far. He's the one putting pressure. He's the one throwing more punches. and it feels like Xiang Guangwei is just trying to get his breath back.
Xiang Guangwei slips there. JCK capitalizes, swarming in, looking for the takedown. He's got the hips and he gets the takedown. Warning from the referee to Xiang, not grab the cage wall.
Look at the power of the hips.
Beautiful work from Xiang Guangwei, and he's that's it,
it's over!
Finally, Xiang Guangwei finds the mark with a beautiful liver kick, TKOing JCK after several attempts throughout the fight.
What a fight by both these guys. JCK is so tough. Look at him. He dropped down, got finished, and then pops back right up. He just doesn't accept pain, man. This guy's so tough. But you gotta give it to the young fighter, Xiang Guangwei. As hyped as we said he is, man, this kid is really good, very exciting, and he gets the finish win. There is on the exit. Bam! Into the liver, and then swarms with the punches. And the referee steps in.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则银两级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手姚兴向光伟，第3回合3分44秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by technical knockout.
恭喜你，向光伟，非常的精彩，非常的精彩。我们再次重新回到了胜利之路上。那么此时此刻，和我们大家分享一下你现在的心情如何？
走过低谷，上一场比赛我特别低迷，我的手骨膜炎了，我的右手，我的一直没有控制，所以上一场比赛被摔倒了，我根本起不来，所以就很遗憾。现在我有新的计划，明明这场打完我要打算交给他的，但是现在有新的计划，下一场比赛可以说吗？就是我要出国比赛了，完成我从小以来的一个梦想吧。特别感谢我的老师王飞龙教练，陪我走过低谷的人就是他。这3个月他不断的鼓励我，他说我可以的。一直跟我说我可以的，所以今天我又站在这里，又很荣幸的 KO 取到了胜利，所以此时的心情很开心。感谢我的小助理，这个星期过来给我担牛做马的，还有我的家人、我的朋友，所有在屏幕前观看我比赛的人，我想对他们说，还有我那个。
那么我们知道你在赛前的时候说过要送给对方一份大礼，那么你觉得今天自己的表现怎么样？
我想的是第2回合终结，有遗憾嘛，第2回合没有很好的机会，我的后边腿一直没抓到机会，第3回合他抱我有一个漏洞了，我就踢上去了。
确实，我们今天看到对方是一个很优秀的摔跤手，而你在比赛当中对于他的抱摔做出了非常非常出色的防守，这个是赛前进行精心的备战的结果吗？
对，我赛前脚趾还受伤了，今天我都很少用我的右边腿，因为我的右边腿还在肿着，所以我就用了很多小侧踹的动作，去针对于对手。最感谢的人是我的教练王老师。这些他为我做了太多了，不管是从人生路上，还是从训练上，他都给到了我很大的帮助，真的。
好的，那么我们也期待你接下来更精彩的发挥。女士们、先生们，让我们把掌声送给这个年轻人。
还有一个事儿，我只有20岁，我没有21岁，下一次不要把我的年龄弄错了。
好的，我们把掌声送给这个20岁的年轻人，姚鑫向光伟。
接下来的时间将为大家现场呈现的是一场羽量级的对决。南方选手谢阿三来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部，地面技术出色，职业生涯4连胜的状态。他的对手刘永强来自于唐山文旅骁骑格斗，战力出色。两位选手都曾在 JCK 战绝城的4人新锐赛角逐当中脱颖而出，即将上演一场精彩的对决。
JCK 决胜事业第76站4人新锐赛脱颖而出的刘永强。
他的比赛我看了一点，他就会摔。我想，如果他摔不倒我的话，那他就等着挨揍吧。
唯一的战术就是摔，就是一直的摔。
摔柔现在是我的看家本领，站立慢慢的加强上去了。不一定的话，非要摔，可能到时候打到站立呢。
下3是摔跤手，接不了，果然太快了，太快了，太快了，直接报道。连续的垂线，连续的垂线，比赛终止了。
刘永强今天的打击真的像老师魏瑞尔妖刀一般的精准，
真的像刀捅一般的腿法的，他真的是有非常大的破坏力。
这个十字步，
刘永强
地角度
相当的多。
站立你肯定是要怕我的，但是地面我一点都不逊色你。
身边的队友都太厉害了，就看着我的对手其实就那样呗。
谢阿三被我抓到机会，我一吸就能终结你。
Here we go. It's time for a featherweight scrap. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's She Asan, hailing from Lvliang City in the province of Hunan. He's just 22 years of age and is a jiu-jitsu expert. We saw She Asan here this year in April when he fought in a 4-man tournament, winning his first match via first-round TKO. Then later that same night, winning 2 out of 3 rounds to take the 4-man rookie tournament that night, earning the contract that he enters this match on. Training with last season's featherweight champ Wong Ji-jung, as well as coaches Maga and Ali in Pattaya, Thailand at Sunkin International Fight Club. He's got all the resources he needs to win tonight, but so too does his opponent, Liu Yongqiang.
Yeah, I don't know what they do there at Sunkin, but they have a very, very stacked featherweight team. Not only is it last season's champion Wang Jizheng, but they have Lu Kai. They also have Zhao Guoan. These are some great training partners for him to get ready for tonight's fight. And there he is, his opponent walking out of the red corner, Liu Yongqiang. This Henan native was born in Jiaocheng and is only 23 years old. Officially 8-2. He is an absolute finisher. His only 2 losses saw him go out on his shield against 2 very dangerous strikers, Aping Shala and Yang Zhou-Xu. However, very impressively, only 1 of his 8 wins actually went the full distance. This guy doesn't leave things in the hand of the judges. He usually is the one ending up with the win. 4 of his finishes were with ground and pound, but he also has TKOs and submission wins. I'm very excited to watch him step in the cage again. Fight fans, you guys can expect some fireworks. But I remember when he started in JCK, he's from a reasonably small team. We never heard of him, and he came to us with, you know, like a perfect record. And who is this kid? And he surprised us all. That armbar, remember when he slapped on that armbar, and we were so shocked that this tall, lanky striker who comes from a striking heavy gym actually has slick jiu-jitsu too. Very confident and dangerous. Stepping to the cage, Jiaocheng.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, 23-year-old Liu enjoys a 4-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级的比赛争夺，来往选手身高175公分，臂展176厘米，体重66.20公斤，年龄22岁，来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩4战全胜 ，JCK 战决城战绩2战全胜，他就是烽火连城谢阿萨。本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.20公斤，年龄23岁，来自于唐山文旅骁骑格斗 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩21战17胜4负 ，JCK 战决城战绩4战2胜2负，他就是来自于中国的红方选手刘永强。本场比赛场上裁判白云峰。
Judge, time. Ready, fight!
Xie in the blue corner and Liu in the red.
Xie in the southpaw stance. 2 one-night 4-man tournament champions face off tonight.
Watch out for the right cross and the head kicks of Liu.
Of course, Liu Jiaocheng has a win over Xie San's teammate Xiao Xiao. He won that fight via armbar in his 4-man tournament final. Beautiful work from Xie San to get the body lock, trap the arm, and get this fight to the ground.
Trying to step over that guard, and we see Liu puts him back in the close guard. Very long and lanky is Liu. Oh, big punches here from Xie San.
Xie San working the body, looking for the finish, punishing, ground and pound here. He had this planned all along, no doubt, closing the distance quickly, getting a beautiful grip across the ribs, trapping the arm of Liu, getting the fight to the ground, and this is where he does the most damage.
Man, he's got some dangerous, heavy ground and pound. Look at the power ripping into the body of Liu there.
I gotta put...
San is really not holding back.
Liu is a tough fighter, but I gotta say, he went into that rookie tournament with a 6-1 record. Xie San maybe had one fight going into that rookie tournament. So this is a test for Liu. Yes, he's done well. He looked great in his tournament win, but he had no competition like Xie San. And we can see the struggle that Liu has had so far in this round.
Yeah, and look how he shoves the legs so well. You see how he puts Liu's legs on his hips. If you can't put your foot down, how can you get up? You can't get up with your feet in the air. Xie San doing really good there of just controlling his opponent. But look at this ground and pound, cutting with the elbows, chopping heavy punches.
Xie San needs to be careful. Liu's firing elbows up from the bottom too. Jiaocheng threatening a submission, perhaps a triangle attempt is coming soon. Xie needs to be careful. He can't get too reckless here, looking for the finish. Beautiful work from Xie. Just beautiful ground and pound. We haven't seen ground and pound like this very often here in JCK.
He's really got so much power. You can just see the power in his ground and pound from Xie. He's really trying to improve his position. 2 minutes left. I think he should rather pull the hips down and focus instead of trying to pass so much. Looks like he wants to induce his opponent to try and stand up. Look how far he puts his head over on the side. It feels like he wants to induce his opponent to stand up so he can step around and go to the back. Total control here by Xie.
A dominant round so far, indeed. Still over a minute remaining in this opening round. Still time for Jiaocheng to make a comeback.
Tries to go for the arm, but we see the arm out already. Xie has that arm out. Smashing, heavy hips. Pushes Liu back down. Dropping elbows into the ribs of his opponent.
Full guard recovered from Jiaocheng. What's he going to do with it? Nice elbow there from the bottom. Xie looks like he's dropping elbows into the guts. Yes, he is.
He's done a lot of those. 15 seconds left in this first round. Look at how red the button. That's all from ground and pound. Oh, nice elbow. Looking to cut up. His opponent is Liu.
Xie posturing up and coming down with a big bomb to finish the round off. A dominant performance. There's nobody that could say Xie didn't earn that round.
Let's have a look. This is where he wrapped up that body lock and just dumped him down. And from there, it was all control. Mainly in the guard, but we saw some heavy ground and pound. Powerful punches from Xie. Liu not having an answer to try and get up from that bottom position.
Ready? Fight!
Jiaocheng must know what Xie's plan is now. Hard punches and kicks there from Liu. Kick to the body. Xie with a stiff punch of his own.
He fakes the takedown. Another time, does it again, and there he gets a single leg. Fakes 3 times with the punch, and now he's back in the close guard of Jiaocheng. I don't think this strategy will work for Jiaocheng. He's got to do more to try and get up. Oh, there he goes, shoots for the triangle, but
he's got submissions.
But that attempt just cost him the pass. Now we see Xie here inside control.
Xie looking to lock up that left hand of Jiaocheng. A abandoning that now and just wrapping up the arm there.
A heavy side mount here.
Jiaocheng doing what he can to get out of this, but Xie Asan is like glue stuck to that chest.
Short little elbows to the body.
Jiaocheng bringing his knees close to his chest to defend his ribs from these punches. Xie has been dropping on his guts.
Nice short elbow there.
Stiff punches to the ribs from Xie. Xie again peppering with some ground and pound to the head.
And look at the pressure on Liu's neck as well. 2.5 minutes left. And it's interesting for me that Jiaocheng isn't actually trying to open his legs and get his own legs underneath him to try and scoot up and stand up. He's very content to keep playing guard here and look for submissions or just slow down the fight. We haven't seen him actually push the head down and just try to scoot up and use a cage and wall walk.
He has looked good off his back in previous fights, but he just not faced as complete a fighter as Xie Asan is. Xie Asan is 3-0 now.
Well, Xie Asan not only as complete, but I mean, Xie Asan has some really good grapplers to train with. So you're not going to surprise someone who's a high-level grappler with an armbar from the guard. Everybody expects that. Got to set up really well, time it really well. Does feel like Xie Asan is laying down a little bit more, starts to look a bit more fatigued. Oh, big overhand.
This must be exhausting for Leo and frustrating as well. Leo with a short elbow there. I'd like to see Leo use more elbows. I think that's a better striking option off his back. Of course, he should look to get out of this or find a way to threaten submissions.
30 seconds left. Now we see put the foot on the hip, trying to kick off. There he goes, pushing the head.
Xie Asan using a very Yanhu Fight Club strategy in this matchup. Staying inside the guard, keeping his head low, and just frustrating his opponent with punches to the ribs and head.
Two rounds in the books.
You got to ask yourself, if you're Leo's corner, the secret really is finding a way to keep the fight on the feet. Every time the fight has gone to the ground, it's been nothing but a Xie Asan ground and pound clinic.
Yeah, he didn't even come up once. He hasn't been able to get up even for a moment. Third and final round, Xie Asan in the blue and Jiaocheng in the red. So they're pushing through the middle. Looks for the long uppercut. Jiaocheng has been very smart in setting up his takedowns. The last round he started with that fake takedown into the cross. Did that twice, and the third time fake. There he goes again, same thing. He drops down and shoots that left cross of his straight down the middle. The moment his opponent respects that, he then goes to single leg. Obviously, he's a southpaw, so fighting an orthodox opponent, hitting that front single leg is normally the go-to shot.
Jiaocheng dropping his hands, baiting Liu into attacking. A dangerous game to play. Inside low kick from Jiaocheng and a great head movement to avoid that right cross from Liu. Liu working the body with that front kick. That's a dangerous kick. Jiaocheng must be careful.
Jiaocheng looks to close the distance. Right as Liu slipped. Goes for a knee, doesn't catch anything. Oh, goes up for a head kick of his own.
There's a beautiful level change. No resistance from Liu. Jiaocheng deciding where to dump Liu, and he does so right in his own corner.
3 minutes left. If history has any say in this, this is probably how it's going to play out for the next 3 rounds, with Jiaocheng doing enough to stay active on top. But really, if I was in the corner of Lvliang, I'll be shouting at him to push the head and just get up. He is losing this fight. He's behind 2 rounds. You've got to risk something.
Halfway through this final round now.
Would you risk, so back in the days when you were fighting, if you know you were two rounds down, would you risk the finish, getting finished with a submission or KO'd, or would you go for the win? Or the last option, would you just try to ride out and say, oh, he couldn't finish me, at least I went to a decision? Or would you chase the win and risk getting finished?
I'm a bit of a stubborn fighter. I chase the finish no matter how high up on the scorecard I was. But yeah, you just got to do it, especially in this situation. Unless you've just given up, you know, there's times like that when your opponent has just broken your will and you're just waiting for the clock to tick down. And you got to wonder if Jiaocheng has reached that point in this fight.
Remember, we've seen some amazing comebacks in the last few seconds of a fight. We've seen fighters come back and just, you know, destroy. Teng Li, when he came back and he did that. I think there was a fight with Li Fuyao who also came back in the third and final round. Just, you got to put it out there. However, making comebacks, got to put yourself in the position. And staying here in this open guard might not be the best choice for Lvliang.
Nearing the final minute of the fight. It's been all Jiaocheng this whole fight. The image that we see on the screen now is how 95% of this fight has unfolded, with Jiaocheng on top, on the bottom, peppering hard punches to the ribs and face of Lvliang.
We see Lvliang trying to give some elbows of his own to the body, but from the bottom you don't have gravity, you don't have the power. So much lacks in the power from the bottom. It's like such a huge difference between the top guy doing elbows and the bottom guy doing elbows. The one elbow which does work from the bottom is the cross-cutting elbow to the face, if you can cut your opponent open. 25 seconds. So this fight, to be honest, I did not think that this fight was going to go the distance. I also didn't think it would be this kind of fight. I thought that Jiaocheng, if it went to the ground, he would get the submission very fast. And if it's then a feed, I predicted that Liu would win via KO.
What a way to end the fight. Lvliang finding the sweep with half a second left to go. what he had been looking for the past 15 minutes. We'll go to the judges' scorecard for the obvious unanimous decision win for Jiaocheng. Here's a look at the highlights from the fight in the first round. That beautiful body lock takedown from Jiaocheng, and immediately he goes heavy with the ground and pound to the ribs, to the face. There's an elbow. This is how the majority of the fight played out. This is still the first round when Jiaocheng was firing back with elbows from the bottom. There's a stiff cross from Jiaocheng that led to this takedown. More ground and pound. More ground and pound. There's a beautiful shin-to-chin kick from Jiaocheng before he picks up Liu and decides to dump him right in his corner.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 1 27-30；2号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 2 27-30；3号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。The winner by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, blue corner, Jiaocheng。
烽火连城，Jiaocheng，你实现了你赛前的诺言。 你就是要一直的摔，一直的摔去战胜对手。你现在的心情如何？
我现在的心情非常的高兴，因为又为自己赢得了一场胜利。首先感谢我的团队新岛新疆搏击，感谢我的队友，感谢我的教练，感谢陪我来比赛的场边胡勇，谢谢他们，没有他们就没有今天的我，谢谢。
那么在第3回合。 开始的时候，你用了非常长的时间和对手来拼战力，并且你一记高扫踢也是险些造成效果。这个是你要带给我们所有拳迷的惊喜吗？
是的，我会慢慢的进化，因为我们青岛新疆搏击的整体实力是偏站立，我从那中学到很多东西。但我一开始是从那个摔跤转型的，慢慢的我要提升我的东西，这就是我现在的提升的一小步，以后我会。 提升一大步，谢谢。
那么在下面的比赛当中，你想和谁在本级别一决高下？
我不挑对手，不挑时间，只要没有受伤，随时都可以，不管是谁。感谢赛事给我机会。
再一次的把掌声送给烽火连城Jiaocheng。
接下来的时间将会进行一场新生代力量之间的较量。蓝方选手伊华阿克来自于伊格斗综合格斗俱乐部，年仅21岁的他 ，JCK 战绝城战绩8战6胜。他对手伊西俄木来自于著名的恩波格斗俱乐部，4人新锐赛的冠军。在 JCK 战绝城战绩2战2胜。接下来2位新锐战将即将展开对决。
自从上次比赛结束后，我回去加强了我不足的地方。
上次比赛那些都是跨级别打的，在跟他们那些老将打，对我收获有很大，就是自己想要的东西也得到了。这次我回到我自己的量级，然后我会向大家展示一个全新的伊华哥。
状态一直都在，也一直很渴望比赛，没有去了解，也没有去研究，因为他还不够资格。这次我要给他看看什么叫技术。
这一次连串是相当迅速，一拳打到刚才那个空点，
连续打击，
看到现在
看到他并不是以连续打击为主，
还是以单击为主，但这种单击背后是有非常多的铺垫。
他就是以那个游击为主嘛，就是以那个单击，然后就是游走为主嘛。他对我没什么压力。
伊华克之前呢，是真的让李小平的电子侧踢再现精彩。
没错，连续的打击，
我只会慢慢去压他，就给他施加压力，然后让他一步步去瓦解，就把他瓦解掉。
他的打法的话，没脑子了，只有一个摔，就没有其他的了。
希望我们能在台上来场真正的决斗。
Here we go. It's time for a flyweight fight. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner. It's Yihuo Ge, hailing from the Liangshan region of the Sichuan province. He's just 21 years of age and trains where he comes from in Liangshan at the E-Fight Club. You can see former champion and E-Fight Club founder Buhua Yoga walking to the cage with him. This is my pick for fight of the night. Yihuo Ge dropping back down to flyweight after a stint at bantamweight for this scrap. Two opposites collide as the pace pusher, Yihuo Ge, brings his looping punches and chain takedowns to this match against the elusive sharpshooter, Yi Xiemu. Someone will get forced into fighting the other's game. I can't wait for this one. Yihuo Ge is one of the most entertaining fighters in the entire roster. He always has a reach disadvantage, as he will in this fight, but he finds a way to make his fists connect with the chin, the temple, the body, kicks to the liver. He has a very unorthodox style, as does his opponent tonight. This is a special matchup. We don't see bouts like this often. Woody, I can't wait.
And you know, we're talking about how exciting this kid is. He's got so much power in his hands, and as you said, unorthodox, but he has one of the best wrestlers in the country to train with him every day. He's learned how to wrestle, comes from very humble beginnings, and he's making something from himself through his fighting skills. And there he walks out is his opponent, Yi Xiemu. One of the very many tough guys we see come out of Abazhou in Sichuan. He's ethnic Tibetan, only 19 years old. Another prodigy coming out of Bantamweight Fight Club. This kid is ridiculously confident and relaxed in the cage. Zero losses and 8 wins as a professional fighter, but he has been training since he is very young, and it shows. When he's in the cage, he switches stances, throws a huge variety of attacks from all angles, and it seems that this is a common thing from their team these days. Like, very unpredictable and very relaxed. Yi Xiemu does a lot of lulling his opponents into a slow pace and then explodes with lightning speed attacks like a snake charmer. We should also mention the recent success of his teammate Zhiwang, who has a very similar fighting style. And tonight's main event at Qiulun is fighting in the next fight. It's a very active team that leads to confidence, experience, and momentum. I think that he is the favorite going into this fight. On the feet, unless Yihuo Ge lands a bomb on the chin, I think Yi Xiemu can pick him apart. And we did see some amazing takedown defense from Yi Xiemu. He's really hard to keep down, very technical and scrappy to get back on his feet. And on the feet, that's where he's very dangerous.
Two warriors from different regions in the Sichuan province, Liangshan versus Abazhou. Both regions famous for their fighting talent. I can't wait for this. Let's look at the tail of the tape now and see how these two youngsters stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银量级的正赛争夺，蓝锋选手身高160公分，臂展162厘米，体重57.30公斤，年龄21岁，来自于一个斗综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩10战7胜3负 ，JCK 战决城战绩8战6胜2负。 他就是意志力一火阿哥。本场比赛，红方选手身高166公分，臂展170厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄19岁，来自于恩波格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩10战9胜1负 ，JCK 战决城战绩2战全胜。他就是格斗黑卡。 一起，本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Judge, time, ready, fight! Yihua Ge in the blue and Yixie Emu in the red.
Yihua Ge opening up with a beautiful combination, beautiful counter from Yixie Emu.
So he stands so low. Watch for the jumping knee.
Beautiful, lightning fast jab. Been a slippery night tonight, Woody. A lot of fighters have slipped. There's Yixie Emu slipping. Beautiful work to shook off that takedown attempt. Another attempt there, thwarted by Yixie Emu.
Yeah, he looks so comfortable in defending these takedowns. But look at Yihua Ge, relentless.
How long can it last? Yihua Ge closing the distance and getting Yixie Emu to his butt with his back pressed against the cage wall. Elbows now to the side of the head.
Yixie Emu is so difficult to keep down.
Yihua Ge trying to get to the back perhaps. Yixie Emu struggling to get to his feet. He's trying as hard as he can to keep his back off the mat.
Both his legs are in the air. You see Yihua Ge holding onto those hips. A lot of pressure from him. Look at Yixie Emu standing up. Eye poke there. Very good sportsmanship here between the two. Yihua Ge immediately stops.
Let's look at the replay from that foul. Yixie Emu standing up, and there an open hand push to the face, accidentally poking the eye of Yixie Emu. Both fighters touch gloves at the center of the cage. There's a jab that finds the mark from Yihua Ge.
Look at Yixie Emu so relaxed and turns on the pace, but look how unorthodox Yihua Ge is. Goes very, very low, does like a sweeping low kick and immediately shoots. See what he does there. He goes so low.
Oh! Beautifully chopping low kick there from Yixie Emu.
It looked like Yihua Ge did not enjoy that kick. Buckled his leg. And you know, if we look at the ratio of the body type of Ihuago, he really does have very short legs comparatively to Ishiamu. Long, strong body, big frame.
Great work from Ishiamu to defend this single leg so far. Both fighters firing knees here in this clinch. Great work from Ishiamu to break free.
Pushes the head and looks for a big elbow. Ihuago, so hard to predict. What is he going to do left? Oh! Huge right hand! That's what we talked about. That dynamite power in his hands. But Ishiamu is up again.
I think perhaps that was an illegal knee from Ihuago that the referee might not have caught. Fantastic work, however, from Ihuago, swarming in with some heavy ground and pound after dropping Ishiamu with that monster overhand.
But Ishiamu looks to be fully recovered. Look at him, back in the fight. Goes for a back kick himself.
Stiff jab.
Another big 1-2 from Ihuago.
Oh, high kick from Ishiamu grazes the head of Ihuago. Both fighters tangle up there. Ihuago looking for the takedown again, and he gets it.
But Ishiamu, you know, Ihuago has done almost no damage every time he's wrestled. He's not been able to do any damage. It was just that big right hand and some low kicks, but every time he's trying to get a takedown, he's not able to do any damage because Ishiamu is so slippery. Ihuago has to hold him down and focus purely on keeping him down.
Clock running down here, final seconds of the first round. Both fighters swapping elbows here. Beautiful kick to end the round. I still think Ihuago did more. He should earn the judges' thumbs up for that round.
I agree with you. I mean, he did take him down, control him for a while, push him up against the cage, and then that monstrous right hand.
不要发横劲儿，到龙不要戳龙王，你等他你就会吃开。钱手多稳，钱高手有。
Look how low he kicks. He drops his head as he does that low kick. As if he doesn't, I mean, maybe he puts his head in the wrong place. Danger for counter, knee to the head.
Beautiful chopping low kick.
That was that big right cross.
Ready, fight!
Second round begins.
Nice counter. He's going to go for the jumping knee. Oh, kicks.
Oh, beautiful left kick to the midsection.
Huge left kick.
An Uchimata attempt. Ihuago manages to stay balanced. But I think all that happened in that first round was Ihuago pissed off Ishiamu.
Oh, nice body kick of his own.
Stiff jab from Ihuago. Beautiful combination followed up by a left kick, to the ribs.
Ishiamu pushing the pace, but Ihuago puts his head so low. He's got to be careful. He's going to get kneed. Tries to catch that leg. He does.
Beautiful work from Ihuago to follow up with the takedown attempt. Get the fight to the ground, and Ishiamu now in a turtle position. That's twice now. Finally, the ref has seen.
Kneeing a downed opponent.
A foul. Yihuage, inexperienced perhaps, excited perhaps, under pressure, fighting a tough opponent. Beautiful jab. Rocks back the head of Yihuage. Beautiful knee.
Big knee right to the middle. So explosive. It's hard to imagine these guys are only 57 kilograms more.
You can see the seriousness in Yixiamu now. Yihuage has earned the respect of his opponent now in this second round. A different Yixiamu. What I was concerned about is that one of these guys is going to have to change their fight style and fight in a different way. And we see Yixiamu taking this second round a lot more seriously than he did the first.
Some fakes.
Beautiful hook there from Yixiamu. Beautiful kick to the rib again.
Huge kick to the body.
I love how Yixiamu sets that up when he steps through with the cross, then follows through with a left roundhouse kick to the ribs.
Man, he's throwing combinations with such bad intent.
There's some fantastic strikes there from Yihuage as well. This is an incredible back and forth fight so far.
And Yihuage is just, because he's so unorthodox, you never know where it's going to come from. There's so much power in that body of his. He is leaving his head very, very low. He's got to be careful of the knee.
Fight goes to the ground in the corner of Yixiamu. Looking for the sit out. Now both fighters have good wrestling instruction at their respective gyms.
Interesting fact, Yihuage has never gone for this, got a submission. He's had 11 pro fights, never had a submission win, and he's a very wrestling heavy fighter. He just, I don't think that team they train that much submissions.
They're not a submission team. They're wrestling and ground and pound with a little bit of boxing. I know Yihuage, doesn't he have pro boxing experience? I believe he does.
That's right. That's how he got that nose modified the way we see it now. That he took a fight after only 1 month of training from nothing. He started very young, going to work, follow his dad to the big city, started working, and then decided to follow his dream of fighting and found Buho Yoga. After 1 month of training, went into a pro boxing fight, broke his nose, and he had to take 1 year rest. But look at what he's done in that time, training, getting better.
Yihuage this time watching where his knee falls. Beautiful switch from Yixiamu. But Yihuage making it difficult for his opponent to get up to his feet.
Yihuage just, that gut wrench, not letting it go, tight body control, using his very, very strong upper body. There we see Yixiamu shrugging off. I would say that second round is in Yixiamu's favor.
The opening of that round, yes. The ending of the round, I would give it.
你等他多点，前手前中手，前手腕后飞膝，啊，明白没有？啊，前手腕前中手，前手。The
way the JCK fighters evaluate how the fight goes down, it's hard to say in that one.
But some of those body kicks were really crisp and accurate. And then Yihuage didn't do too much after he had the back, he had that gut wrench, he didn't do too much with it, did he?
Let's look at some of the highlights from that second round. This is that was the turning point. Once Yihuage got that body lock takedown, it was all him. He did foul in that round, and Yixiamu did score quite convincingly early in that round. So it could be 1 round apiece, but definitely the first round was a more convincing win for Qiulun. Final round begins. Beautiful combination there. Short uppercuts from Qiulun. Just mauling towards the cage wall like a rugby tackle. Outside trip there from Qiulun. This is where he wants the fight to play out. Qiulun gets back to his feet, looks to separate, and he disengages, slips on this wet canvas. We've seen so many slips in this event tonight. Beautiful slam.
And it's the relentlessness of Qiulun. Qiulun needs to get up. He's been very technical when he wants to get up, but it feels like he's almost quitting a little bit here. Three minutes and 50 seconds left. His coach literally whispering in his ear what to do. There he does it, tries to go for the sit out.
Qiulun with a vice grip. Wrapping his hands close together now inside the closed guard of Qiulun. Qiulun not doing much damage, but definitely scoring with his ground control.
Yeah, and this could win him if he can keep the fight here, stay active enough, not being stood up. I think this prophesizes for him to get the victory.
Short elbow from Qiulun.
Is Qiulun going to break the undefeated record of Qiulun?
I think he's 2.5 minutes away from that milestone. Short elbows from Qiulun.
Qiulun needs to stand up. The referee hasn't even given a warning. He's wasting time here, and Qiulun should just keep doing this. Just enough for the referee not to stand him up.
A little bit of desperation on the face of Qiulun. This close guard, sort of loose body triangle, I don't think it's helping him. I'd like to see him put his hips on the, put his feet on the hips, push away, and try to get back to his feet. He's got less than 90 seconds to knock out Qiulun.
Yeah, and you know, like he's also shown that even in bad position he can recover. From this position, he's having such a hard time recover. Let him pass the guard. Even threaten to give your back. Go for Bramby roll.
There's also the elbow up. Thinking of. Will Qiulun think about firing that elbow? Oh. Inside the final minute of this fight. Beautiful switch attempt. Qiulun stuffs that though.
Qiulun looks like he's broken a little bit. Not trying too hard. Being ragdolled here by a very physical Qiulun. Only 17 seconds left.
I wonder what's on the mind of Qiulun.
Maybe.
We'll go to the judges' scorecards. Woody, you believe Ihuaga is going to get the
yes.
judges' nod?
Yes, I do. I think maybe when Ishiamu got kneed in the head twice when he was grounded and eye poked, maybe it broke his focus a little bit because he just seems so different. Or he gassed. Maybe he gassed and he's just hiding it well.
Let's look at the highlights from that fight. Here's the first round, a beautiful counter from Ishiamu. Really, lots of scoring from both fighters throughout the fight, but as the fight dragged on, I saw Ihuaga's lead growing.
It just felt like Ihuaga is hungrier. He just wants it much more. And I think the judges, let's see what the judges say, but really well done. I thought that this is a huge challenge for Ihuaga. I did not predict it to be this close. I thought Ishiamu would make easy work of him, and I was very wrong.
We've never...
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 1 27 to 30；2号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 2 28 to 29；3号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 3 28 to 29。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。The winner. By unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China. The blue corner, the Yi Power, Ihuaga.
恭喜你，Ihuaga重新回到赢量级，战胜了强敌。那么今天对自己的表现满意吗？
差不多吧。因为前面都是连着来的比赛，现在就隔一个月才打了。然后虽然说比赛完都回去就沉淀了，就是沉淀自己哪些不足那些，然后就沉淀了一点，就要狠，心态也不好。
那么我们知道，从2023年的11月份至今，你已经连续作战打了8场比赛，你是如何保证这么高的一个比赛的频率和保证良好的比赛状态？
首先第一是我的梦想，它也是我的事业，还有就是它也是我自己喜欢、我自己选择的，所以我为我这条路付出很多辛苦，那都是值得的，因为这就是我要做的事情。然后就是第二就是我师傅，他一直监督我们说要好好训练，你在墙上玩可以，但是场上对手不会跟你开玩笑，你要好好训练，要不然等人家拿冠军的时候，你就是这样垂头丧气在那里不好看，自己心里是不好受的。然后就是第一就是感谢JCK战斗圈，对，给我们运动员提供这么好的舞台。对，我也很荣幸能站在这个舞台去打比赛。第二就是感谢我的师傅师娘，还有我的师兄师弟师姐们，他们一直陪我备战比赛。对，没有他们就没有我们，没有我。
那么我们知道你的对手伊西俄木目前在赢量级排名第9位，你击败他之后很有可能会取代他的位置。那么接下来告诉我们，你下一个目标究竟是什么？
来前8的，我要挑战前8的，前8的干掉，然后就再挑战前5的，
前5的干话就直接挑战100万金腰带，就是这么简单。
好的，我们也期待你接下来的发挥。
每次对手一跟我比赛，就提到我的师傅。我记得前面挑战2个吗？是3个，他们也是这么说的，还是被 out 了。现在也是不例外。下场比赛千万不要把我师傅也扯进来啊！你跟我之间的事情，你就跟我对着干就行了啊，就这样。
我们期待意志力更好的发挥，女士们、先生们，掌声送给意志力一火阿哥。
所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么原定于今天晚上进行的第7场比赛羽量级4人新锐赛的最终决战，由于第1回合呢，2位获胜选手蓝方选手韩金良和红方选手王家庆，那么在比赛结束之后因伤的放弃比赛，所以本场比赛取消。接下来我们共同开启今天晚上的头条主赛。蓝方选手冈特穆尔巴因都人来自于蒙古国的实力选手，拥有出色的地面缠斗技术。 曾经获得2019年亚洲柔术冠军赛的金牌，他对手裘伦来自于恩波格斗俱乐部，技术全面，爆发力极强。接下来比赛即将开始。
我的天哪！裘伦，我的天哪！在这个剑之城遭遇了首战魔咒。
状态各方面非常的好，因为通过上一次的实力，加强了自己一些不足的地方，然后体重各方面也讲得非常的顺利。
Vgantumur Bayanduuren гэдэг би Монгол улсаас ирсэн. Бэлтгэл маш сайн байгаа хангагдсан. Бэлтгэл маш сайн хангагдсан. Тулаанд билээ. Бүхий спортыг араагаа ихсэн. Тэгээ одоо 10 жил
拿出全力会对待这场比赛，也不会轻敌，也不会掉以轻心，我会认真对待这场比赛。
裘伦呢，应该说是年纪不大，但是已经是久经沙场。
给大家展现一场精彩的对决，这才是我们的目标。
侧踹直接打头，哇！好，虎步之后的砸拳，我们看秒的速度，打死角，打死角。 让我们期待在骑士裘伦今晚的精彩表现。
It's time now for the main event of the evening. The much anticipated return to combat sports action for Mongolian superstar Bayanduuren. Hailing from Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia, Bayanduuren is the 2022 Combat Sambo World Champion, the 2017 Combat Sambo World Bronze Medalist, the 2019 BJJ Asian Open Champion, the 5-time Mongolian National BJJ Champion. Bayanduuren is 3-1 in MMA, bringing a ton of grappling and combat sambo experience to his JCK debut. Bayanduuren hasn't fought since January of last year when he refused to tap in a grappling match, allowing his knee to tear apart. You can see the knee support on his leg going into this fight, strong punches, and world-class ground control, not to mention submissions, but not much of a kicker. Nor does he like to initiate takedowns often, but when he does, his takedown success is very high. He should have the advantage on the ground, but he must be careful. Entering the kick range of Qiulun tonight, the final preparations are being made as this well-decorated combat sports champion makes his JCK debut after over a year and a half layoff since he saw combat last.
I watched that grappling match where he let his opponent just rip, and that was locked in so tight. The commentators, even his opponent, was making faces and looking at the referee and looking at his own corner, asking, like, what the hell? Why isn't this guy tapping? He can feel it pop. In the post-fight interview, he's like, I felt it tear, I felt it pop. But this guy is just such a warrior. He refuses to tap. Bayanduuren just let his knee go in, and he wouldn't give up. Now, I wonder if he would ever allow that to happen to his body again after having to pay the price, or if that's just who he is.
Bayanduuren enters the cage now with a ton of international combat sports experience. Looking forward to his JCK debut.
There we see his opponent and the other half of this main event fighter, Qiulun, the Tibetan Knight. Born in Abazhou in Sichuan, he's 27 years old. It all started for Qiulun because he idolizes his father, and because his father was the one who put him on this path and started teaching him fighting when he was very little. Then when he was 12, he started training Sanda. Now, officially 19 and 11 as a 27-year-old, he's actually already a veteran of MMA, which is crazy to think that he's only 27. He has fought in multiple organizations over the years, and this is his third fight here at JCK. The last fight, we saw a very surprising submission loss via a hamstring crank to Jahar. In that fight, he was doing very well, and Jahar just spun out of a bad position, got the back, and then slapped on a very rare submission in that hamstring crank. Qiulun prefers to stand on the feet and use his excellent striking, but he does have submission wins too. However, statistically on the ground is where he has been the biggest if we look over his whole career. And that's where we know the Mongolian is incredibly qualified. And will the Mongolian look to expose that part of his game? You know, we watched the Mongolian Bayanduuren in his training, and he has some beautiful straight punches. And we also know how difficult it is to submit Bayanduuren. Bayanduuren is just such a warrior. Both these fighters can finish. Both have skills to make this a closely contested war. To be honest, Vaughn, I don't want to make a call. I wouldn't bet even 5 RMB because I don't think it's a safe bet. This is a very close fight. Well matched.
Well, I see in Bayanduuren's fights, he's open for kicks, and you know, Qiulun's got amazing strikes against anyone. And I gotta ask myself here, you know, Bayanduuren obviously has the grappling advantage in my book, but you know, he hasn't fought for over a year and a half. There must be some ring rust. Is it gonna affect his performance tonight? Is it gonna affect his timing? And what about that knee? Is he gonna be worried about it? The recovery for that kind of injury is just devastating for a fighter. There's so much dormant time with your leg in a cast, can't move it. Is he going to be as brave as he has been in the past if he gets into a tough situation? Here we go. Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the Chinese fighter enjoys the reach advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event of this evening. This moment is truly I'll be waiting for. We are live in JCK Arena from Shanxi, China. A 3 rounds, 5 minutes mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night Flyweight division. Now, the official ready. Fighters in the octagon. Fighter fans, are you ready? For hundreds of attendants, for millions watching all around the world. Are you ready? It's time! Introducing first fighter, in the blue corner. He stands 170 centimeters tall, weighing 126 pounds, age 28. This man is Jiu-Jitsu fighter, holding professional record, 4 fights, 3 wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of Duernat, Mongolia. Gets ready for the blue corner, Vgantumur Bayanduuren. Now, introducing for his opponent, fighter in the red corner. He stands 174 centimeters tall, weighing 127 pounds, age 24. This man is striker, holding professional record, 35, 19 wins, 11 losses. Fighting out of Tibet, China. I give you the red corner, the Tibetan Knight Qiulun. The referee who charged in this article is Mr. Wang Fei.
Okay, gentlemen, this is me fighter. I see you fight, you fight. I see you stop. Okay, keep fighting, keep going. Touch. Go back. Go back. Judge, time. Ready, fight!
Bayanduuren in the blue and Qiulun in the red.
Qiulun, the 3rd southpaw fighter to fight tonight. The other 2 have come out victorious.
Could it be a lucky night for the lefties?
I'm also concerned about how slippery the canvas is. We've seen a lot of slips so far tonight, and I'm worried a lot about Bayanduuren's knee.
Nice straight cross from Qiulun, very fast. Goes for that inside kick. Finds the mark. Qiulun very fast. Crisp and fast.
If Qiulun can find it, it might be a good idea to work towards kicking the right knee of Bayanduuren. We know that's a fragile area for him.
For no scruples in working the injury of your opponent.
This is exactly how I remember seeing.
Oh, huge knee! He eats the knee and somehow gets the takedown. I saw his head pop back there, Vord. How did he survive that?
Tough as nails. This is the genetics that leads to a Combat Sambo World Championship win.
So strong. He literally picks him up inside the close guard and walks him to his cage corner, right next to his coaches, and this is where we think Bayanduuren is going to be so good.
This is where Bayanduuren is the strongest. Here against the cage wall, I've seen him fight many times. He's fought a lot in the US, in California. He's only fought once in his home country of Mongolia, surprisingly enough.
Bayanduuren, well, you know, when you are the world Sambo champion, you have some grappling skills for sure. And local jiu-jitsu, he trains a lot of grappling. This is not where Qiulun wants to be. We know Qiulun has good submissions, and that whole team, they're quite sneaky and tricky, and they have good foundations for how to escape correctly, but surely he's a little bit outclassed here.
Hard like ground and pound here. And great like control too as well.
Yeah, Bayanduuren feels like he's just physically stronger.
Oh, you can count on that. You can just look at his frame. He's like 3% body fat, completely ripped, and you know, if you've trained at all with ethnic Mongolians, you know that they're just built a little bit differently.
He's got to watch out for the arm triangle here, Qiulun. Look at that pressure.
Still over 2 minutes remaining in this opening round. Qiulun must know by now, if he hadn't known before the fight, that his best bet on winning is to keep it standing and to watch for that takedown.
1 minute and 50 seconds left to work. Look at the veins popping on Qiulun's bicep. This is bad for Qiulun. This is not what you want. You do not want the grappling specialist right here starting to cinch up that arm triangle, the katagatami.
Qiulun giving up his back to escape that arm triangle. 90 seconds remaining in this round. Is it enough time for Qiulun to survive until the bell rings?
Very good pressure. Slowly inching from position to position is the Mongolian fighter, Bayanduuren. So strategic and technical in moving. Working the back. He's trying to wrap up that top hand as well and see if he can triangle one of the arms inside. That's horrible if you have your back taken and you get an arm stuck inside. Look at Qiulun, so tricky, hard to control. But he's giving up the back. Bayanduuren ate
surviving
a huge
so far.
knee at the beginning, or early in this round, but it's been him just moving from position to position. How does the scoring work like this? 20 seconds left.
I'm liking the arm triangle defense of Qiulun. That's a sneaky thing. It looks like he's giving up his back, but he's not.
He just takes the space away. He jump for triangle here. Back on the back.
7 seconds. Does Bayanduuren have the time to squeeze the air out of the head? We'll see a second round saved by the bell, perhaps.
Qiulun just pops back up, makes a movement with his hands as if he's telling himself, stay calm, you're doing good, you survive.
Go, let's go.
And if you're in the Mongolian corner, what else do you want from your fighter? Almost perfect round, just don't need that jumping knee to the face. I hope they have a highlight of that.
Let's look at some of that first round action.
This one, oh.
Like it was nothing.
He just, and look here, he just picks him up, dumps him. So strong is Bayanduuren. But Qiulun sneaky and doing everything right, never really coming close to any submissions.
Go back. Ready, fight!
Round 2 begins. A beautiful cross from Qiulun, then a kick. He's on fire. There's the shot from Bayanduuren.
We see a nice sprawl from Qiulun. Oh, he goes for a submission of his own.
Looking for that anaconda. That looks tight.
Is a problem.
That looks tight. Is Qiulun going to be able to finish this choke?
Is he sleeping?
You know that Bayanduuren does not tap often.
He doesn't tap. Look, is he going to fight through
Look
this?
at the blood on the canvas.
He goes for a power guillotine.
Oh! Qiulun comes back and submits the world champion of combat sambo after surviving a brutal ground onslaught in that first round. Fantastic work from Qiulun, proving he's got what it takes to fight the best of the best in this flyweight division.
Who would have thought? First, Bayanduuren survives that really good anaconda, but then Qiulun switches to the ninja choke, the power guillotine. Oh my God, and what a surprise, Vaughn.
Let's look at the action. There you see Bayanduuren trying to sit out of it. In the end, he's forced to tap.
You know, this was a huge challenge. especially if you think on the ground. And that's where Qiulun made the statement.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场男子MMA综合格斗规则银量级比赛的最终结果为来自于中国的红方选手藏族骑士Qiulun，第二回合43秒使用蟒蛇脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by submission.
藏族骑士Qiulun，可以说这场比赛也是让我们所有的全民朋友们心都快跳出来了。你告诉我们你现在的心情。
观众们满意吗？这是假赛吗？我认真对待了比赛，看到了吗？
在第一回合当中，确实我们所有人都为你捏了一把汗。那么在第二回合，你火力全开，最后降服了对手，而且确实太激烈了。能不能看一下慢镜头回放，告诉我们最后你的降服瞬间？
这个还好，前面他做了一个三角锁，手臂三角，真的差一点晕了。我在想，晕就晕，我就忍着吧。然后队友也在说转，但是这个动作，我的队友们知道应该我最拿手的，还有不知道的在后面。57、100万必须有我的位置。对，57没有牛娘，我给你们牛娘，牛娘在这儿恩波格斗。对，
太精彩的表现，再次把掌声送给藏族骑士Qiulun。
还有，我要感谢我的干爹，上一场的实力。应该干爹你看到你儿子的比赛了，我认真对待了每一场比赛，但是上一场比赛是一个意外。然后扎哈尔也是个年轻的选手，他也很尊重每一位对手，所以我觉得他赢我，我觉得我尊重，我 respect。对，但我进了100万，我希望有2番战。对，
感谢Qiulun，藏族骑士Qiulun，女士们、先生们。
好，感谢Qiulun。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 绝城之夜 N90的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢市尔道、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及飞德士对今天晚上比赛的亲情赞助。同时呢，还要感谢呢今天晚上所有参赛选手，感谢他们为大家带来的精彩比赛，同时也期待未来呢能够在 JCK 战绝城的8角笼当中给大家带来更加精彩的发挥。那么接下来让我们共同通过大屏幕来了解一下今天晚上所有参赛选手他们的获胜信息。那么羽量级的4人系列赛的决赛呢，因为2位的选手因伤取消比赛，所以呢今天晚上很遗憾没有人获得 JCK 战绝城的签约合同。那么复赛方面，除量级的交锋，伊尔波勒、塔加利克、 一扫阴霾，重拾胜利之路。通过一致判定获得了比赛的胜利。那么正赛方面，银量级的交锋，向光伟 TKO 对手获胜，羽量级西阿三通过一致判定获胜，银量级于之力一火阿克通过一致判定获胜。那么同时呢，今天晚上的头条主赛银量级的焦点之战。 来自于中国的红方选手藏族骑士裘伦，在第2回合43秒使用蟒蛇脚，成功降服强大的对手，获得了比赛的胜利。那么同时呢，今天晚上呢，我们还有一个仪式要进行的，就是本年度 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛次中量级的抽签仪式。那么本年度呢，我们的龙斗赏金挑战赛的赛制呢是8人赛的锦标赛。 那么各级别的现役金腰带呢和官方排名1到7位的选手呢，将会有资格呢参与到赏金挑战赛的争夺当中。那么现役金腰带及官方排名1到3位的选手呢，将会作为红方选手依次分在 A、B、C、D 4个区。那么官方排名4到7位的选手呢，将会被认定为是蓝方。那么根据排名先后，蓝方选手依次通过抽签抽取 A、B、C、D 的对阵区，对应到红方 A、B、C、D 的对阵区，从而确定比赛最终的对阵形式。A、C 属于上半区 ，B、D 属于下半区。 上下半区的胜者将会进入最后的100万赏金决战。那么同时呢，赏金赛的替补规则呢，也希望大家知悉。那么1/4决赛的替补呢，是官方排名第8和第9位的，分别是第1替补和第2替补顺位。那么半决赛的替补呢，是1/4决赛的失败方，排名高者的替补顺位靠前。那么决赛替补是半决赛的失败方，排名高者替补顺位靠前。 那么值得一提的是呢，在赏金赛比赛过程当中，当出现选手受伤的情况，比赛不延期，替补选手将会自动补位出战。那同时呢，由于排名第6的张玉鹤以及排名第8的周康呢，因伤退出了本年度的次中量级赏金挑战赛的最终的争夺。那么排名第9位的来自于法国的安迪将会获得参赛的资格。那么接下来为大家介绍的是2024年度 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛次中量级的比赛阵容。 金腰带选手库尔班江土罗斯巴克 A 区，排名第1的季祥旭 B 区，排名第2位的是来自于巴西的悍将爱德华多拉蒙，他在 C 区。那么排名第3位的是沃尔肯苏利坦哈利，他在 D 区。以上4位呢是本次赏金赛的红方选手。那么排名第4的乌尔根巴雅尔，第5的瑟伊拉胡，第7的加拉斯巴哈提汉以及第9的安迪为蓝方选手。 那么排名第10的伊尔阿斯利阿和利别克呢，作为第1替补顺位，王琦呢升重来到了第2替补顺位。那本次抽签仪式呢，将会采用电脑摇号的形式。那么所有的抽签选手呢，将会一次性落位所在区域，产生最终的对阵形式。同时呢，为了确保我们抽签结果的公平公正呢，在正式抽签之前呢，我们会进行2次的测试抽签的环节，让所有的选手呢能够了解呢今天晚上的最终的抽签的情况。 那么接下来，我们掌声有请高总上台测试，并进行最后的抽签仪式。有请高总。高总又来抽签了，我们还是和以往的抽签情况是一样的，您先进行2次测试抽签，然后我们再进行最后的抽签。有请高总。
开始，停。
有请高总进行第2次的测试。
开始。停。 开始。
停。好，感谢高总，谢谢。接下来我将向大家宣布2024年度次中量级100万赏金争夺战次中量级最终的对阵形式。 A 区库尔班江土罗斯巴克对阵加拉斯巴哈提汉 ，B 区季祥旭对阵乌尔根巴雅尔 ，C 区爱德华多拉蒙对阵瑟吉拉胡 ，D 区沃尔肯苏利坦哈利对阵安迪。那么2024年度的 JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛100万赏金挑战战，那么次中量级的阵容呢已经确定，让我们共同期待9月7号这些出色的选手为我们带来的精彩的表现。 那么8月31日 JCK 战绝城的福州站将会重磅来袭。头条主赛，吕凯对阵哈萨克斯坦选手阿基莫夫·阿斯哈特；联合主赛，罗州江措将会对阵加伊达尔·卡哈。正赛方面，王琦对阵阿木古楞巴特尔·纳姆仁格日勒，白国庆对阵哈马德·古纳耶夫。除此之外，斯伊穆克、托和达洪、穆赫塔尔·伊斯马伊利以及阿育木嘎也将会出战 JCK 战绝城福州站的比赛。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的诸位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的各位今天晚上整晚的陪伴。最后祝大家晚安，再见。
What a night of fights, Vaughn. And, you know, it was so many decisions throughout the night. We didn't see that many finishers. But who would have thought the main event, Qiulun, oh my God.
Fantastic work from that young warrior, taking out Bayanduuren not only by finish, but forcing the tap from the man who does not tap easily, surviving a very tight submission threat in the first round and coming back strong, coming off a loss for that big win tonight.
Really, I mean, it's a